everybody.
We're at the... Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center. Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Potter. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 80 yards.
Having a nice season. Number 8 in the league in receiving yards. And not just making his team happy, but anyone who's picked him in fantasy football.
Here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Partner, I know that ball security's preached like crazy. But every now and then, you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So the Packers offense backed up here to begin their first drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback. Doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
Tannehill on third down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. On fourth down, here's Justin Vogel on to punt it away. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Gun. They'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. They'll set up to throw. The 20. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. A big gain of 39 on third. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Let's go! Ryan 38!
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed a nifty move, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. And nobody was open downfield there. Looked like a pretty clear throwaway.
Yeah, definitely was that. I'm wondering why there wasn't intentional grounding. I know they're saying there's a receiver there in the area. Those darn quarterbacks, they get away with everything.
Spoken like a true defensive back, Mr. Davis.
Did that come out?
It did.
Okay.
And this one is right through. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Partner, your thoughts on this D-line?
I love a unit that can control the run and get after the passer. This is an all-around terrific defensive front. Hard to move the ball against them on the ground, and then when you want to throw it, look out. Here they come after the quarterback.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Now a first down throw. Tannehill. Gonna throw right side here. Complete. A good pick up there. 26 yards. So for that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On first down, Tannehill. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
In the red zone this time. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down right around the 16. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide. I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On third down, that's Murphy. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, third and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And here we go on first and goal. And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 3-0 is our score. We're back to Lambeau in just a moment. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. And they've got it here with a first down. And to give this time to the tailback. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, to power his way forward.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them, not easily.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg it. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Play action. They'll throw. Holmes has got it complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. The Bears on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Let's go! 1, 9,
They'll run it now out of the gun. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Green 39! Green 39!
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While he gets attended to, we'll step aside. And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on third.
Could play an exotic coverage.
Here we go now. 3-19!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space, because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous.
Here we go! Green 38!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to throw. And this is incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion. to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Bears on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
So, Party, next time we see this coaching staff, I want you to have my back here because that was really kind of a white flag type of a play, almost a little bit of a surrender. Just turn and hand it to the big guy, get what you can, and be prepared to kick the ball away.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Now the Packers get set to go, and they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that. And the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
The Packers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
On now is the Packers punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They've given him some touches. They haven't had a lot of success on the ground. Do you maybe keep going to that well, or do you mix it up more?
I think you mix it up more, try and loosen things up. Get the defense to react to other people, other plays, but don't forget about it. That's your horse. You know, Secretariat lost twice in his career.
So rush coming, and he's taken down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Potter. And he gets this one all the way up to the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Come on, let's go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears are in for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now the try here for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Lambeau following these words. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And he goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. They'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drive, 4 plays. And it ends with a Packers touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way. as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They're going to look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's brought down. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. The Packers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going. This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will knot things up here late in the first half. So they boot it through, and now we're all square after 2 quarters of play.
And what's that great term you taught me? They're level, right? They got back to level. Now they get to go back in the locker room, regroup, and start over in the second half.
Here we go.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry?
All right, Brandon, we'll see if I can get through this without being skipped as we welcome you to our EA Sports halftime report. As we look at the numbers, the only thing that really matters is that we've got a tie game. We'll have another half here to figure out who can come out on top. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Packers on 1st and 5. Murphy's going to stay inside after the handoff, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. Now 2nd and 8. The lead grows to 4. He's free and clear of the defense here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. 3rd down from inside the 50. That puts them up by a field goal. Pass coverage will break down here. And this 4-play drive goes for a touchdown. Packers go up by 4. Bears with the ball late in the half. Holmes has got nobody around him on the deep pass. And this play goes for a score. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Green Bay for the start of the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he takes this thing down deep into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 70 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. They come out here in the I. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
I think the training and practice broke down on that play because he simply didn't run the route deep enough to get to the first down marker, despite what was a really nice catch and toe tap on the sideline.
Well, that's 3rd down 101. You got to go to the marker, know where it is. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Now back to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game, because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Bears on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is third down and 12.
Here we go.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Here's Michael Palardy now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested, and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable third down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On third down, it's Murphy. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Bears take over. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he whips that one incomplete there. And on 2nd and 10 now. Going to give this time to the tailback. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Open man is Holmes. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And when you're trying to set up a counter play, it's what a lot of people call an influence play. You're really hoping those defensive linemen are really agile that day. If they stayed out late the night before the game, they're not moving as fast, it's a lousy call because that means they're just going to sit in the hole that you have to create just by the movement of your offensive line.
And there they got the ball to the outer 3rd of the field, but tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, things get stacked up in there if they don't move as well as you want them to, and probably just trying to escape and couldn't get away.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, they tried to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. He already has 2 sacks to his credit. Now another tackle for loss.
And you know how you can always identify who was supposed to block him? They're the ones helping up the person who just got knocked to the ground with the ball, right? Whether it's a running play or a pass play, they've got to figure out a way to slow him down. Maybe you chip him with a second guy. Maybe you just out-and-out double him. Maybe you make sure you take the ball and throw it as far away from him as possible. Because right now, he is wrecking things for them.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Well, he had 2 sacks earlier. Now he has 4 total tackles for a loss after that play.
Well, they obviously have to do a better job trying to block it. But short of that, you know what the quarterback has to do? Make sure he doesn't hand it to him when he's back there thinking he's one of his own guys. His quickness, his suddenness, his speed getting into the offense's backfield has been something else in this game.
Couple of plays sent him the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is good. And that's going to tie things at 20. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive only yields 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to move the football, but the defense stiffened once their backs were to the end zone, and they were able to hold them to just 3.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The Packers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, here we go. 39.
And that is incomplete. On now is the Packers punter as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it. The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Let's go!
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They go play action here on 1st down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Potter. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well, because you count on your defensive front, the tackles and the ends, to eat up the blocking in your offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam through the football and make a tackle. In this case, he introduced himself and said, hello, my name is Mike.
It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Partner, that defensive win reminds me of something a coach of mine used to say all the time. If you really want it, you'll find a way to go get it. And the defense did exactly that.
This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front, but then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
This will be fielded at the 8. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he's brought down after a good gain. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And the result, a Green Bay score. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Back to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. An extra DB defensively here. Big stop needed on 3rd and goal.
He may be a blitzer.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So 2nd and 10 here.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Packers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Let's go. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. On now is the Packers punter. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. but they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it, make them do it again.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. 10 yards still left on second down. To throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. To throw now on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And the spot comes with 9 seconds left to go. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Packers looking to get out of here with a win as they take the knee. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Packers are winners here as we say so long from Lambeau.